We all know that person. They travel, they get married, they hit milestones, and you only find out 6 months later by accident. Their story highlights are empty. Their last post was from 2022. From the outside, it looks like their life doesn't exist because it isn't in the feed. But what if it's the exact opposite? What if they're the only ones actually living, while the rest of us are working as unpaid content creators for tech giants? And here's the uncomfortable part. If you're active online, this video might be about why you're slowly losing your real life. This is Unforced, and today we're talking about why digital silence is becoming the ultimate power move. Sociologist Irving Goffman said that we all wear masks. But social media didn't just give us a mask, it put us on a 24/7 global stage. Every moment became potential content, every emotion a performance. And think about this moment carefully. You see something beautiful, a sunset, a great meal, a meaningful moment. What's your first instinct? You reach for your phone. And right there, something subtle breaks. You stop being a participant in your own life and become the director of it. You stop asking, how does this feel? And start asking, how will this perform? I noticed this about myself when I caught myself re-recording a moment instead of feeling it. That's when it hit me. Stepping away isn't hiding, it's going backstage, where you can finally breathe without an audience watching. We all know social media is a highlight reel, but your subconscious doesn't care. It still keeps score. You see someone's perfect 6 a.m. routine, ice baths, journals, sunlight, while you're stuck in Tuesday afternoon traffic with a notification you didn't want. And suddenly, it feels like you're losing a game you never agreed to play. No one told you the rules. No one told you the score. But somehow, you still feel behind. Here's the truth most people won't say. This game is rigged. And the people who go quiet? They didn't fall behind. They opted out. They chose Tuesday's messy reality over Saturday's filtered illusion. So ask yourself something honestly. If the world's servers went down tomorrow, would your life still be interesting to you? We're obsessed with scale, more followers, more reach, more visibility. But psychology tells a different story. Your happiness isn't predicted by the number of people who watch you. It's predicted by the few people who actually know you. Most people with large audiences are emotionally lonely, and they'll never admit it. Followers don't leave you when things get uncomfortable. Friends do. And that's exactly why real connection is scarier and more valuable. People living unforced lives don't need a standing ovation from strangers. They have a small circle that has seen them at their absolute worst and didn't unfollow them in real life. That's not low influence. That's real power. There's a modern fear that if you don't share a moment, you lose it. But the opposite is true. A lens often kills intimacy. A deep conversation becomes a caption. A meaningful silence becomes dead air. Some of the most powerful people in the world are becoming invisible on purpose. Not because they have nothing to show, but because they finally understand something. Privacy is the new luxury. Choosing not to share is an act of control. It's saying, my life is too valuable to be consumed by people who aren't part of it. No strategy, no thumbnail, no audience, just presence. Constant visibility comes with a price, and it's not just your free time. It's a cognitive tax you pay every single second. When you live with the camera on, you start living ahead of yourself. You aren't in the moment, you're 5 seconds ahead of it, calculating how this will look in a story. This is the outsourcing of meaning. You've delegated the right to decide if your day was good to an algorithm. Likes decide if the dinner was delicious. Views decide if the trip was worth the effort. Metrics decide if you are worth noticing. This is the trap. When everything becomes content, nothing remains sacred. Your memories become public property and therefore cheap. You've become a shop owner who put everything in the display window and now you have nowhere left to actually live. Digital silence isn't an escape, it's the reprivatization of your soul. It's how you reclaim ownership of your own eyes. You finally stop asking, how many people will see this? And for the first time, you ask, what does this mean to me? No one on their deathbed wishes they had posted more content. They wish they had been more present. They wish they had looked into the eyes of the people they loved, instead of at their own reflection in a glass screen. So try an experiment today. Do something incredible, and tell no one online. No post, no story, no proof. Just feel what it's like to have a joy that belongs only to you. If this video made you uncomfortable, that's a good sign. Sit with it. You don't have to comment, but if you do, don't perform. This is unforced. Be real. Be quiet if you need to, and I'll see you in the real world.